All right, guys, so we are out and about, and Mr. David Robertson from America's Warning has joined us this evening.
Hi.
What in the world do you got going on in here, man?
All right, well, what I'm doing is digging down into the earth a little bit. Obviously, I've got the tarp up top.
Yeah?
We're expecting a little bit of rain. So what I'm doing is I'm building up the ground a little bit on the inside so the rain will come down off the tarp and not seep into my sleeping quarters.
You know what? I like that. That's a good idea.
I get a few of them every once in a while.
It's I bet you it'd help with wind drafts coming underneath this too, don't you think?
It does. You build up on the inside a little bit and make sure that you got a little bit of runoff. But then that way you're not sleeping in water come morning.
Right.
So
I like it.
It's not bad, and as long as it fits the body, I think, it ends up pretty good. It's actually pretty comfortable.
You're gonna, and the other thing is like you're doing there, cleaning out that root and everything, like you said, it's pretty comfortable because you're getting rid of all that debris and sticks and everything else.
Yep.
Now, are you going to go ahead and line the ground with anything, or what are your plans on with that?
I don't know if I'm going to go that far, since we're just going to kind of be here for the night. But I guess it depends. I'm going to try it out. I'll get the bag undone and see how comfortable it feels, and from there, we'll decide. But as of right now, I don't really have plans on doing that. It's just kind of making sure the water stays out, because this ground is really soft. I don't see it being a comfort issue by any stretch. I think it's, you can see it. I'll put my knee down.
Right.
It divots pretty good. So.
You don't think conduction will be an issue or anything like that?
I don't think so. Probably not terribly anyway.
It's not supposed to get real cold anyway.
Plus, being in the ground a little bit, will help with the warmth. So as long as the burns are on the inside and it doesn't come too far forward, I think it'll be pretty good. And if it's not, then I guess sometime in the middle of the night I'll I'll find out. But no, I think as long as it's pretty much level, I think it'll be all right, because it'll kind of hold you.
All right. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. If you're not familiar with David and his channel, like I said, it's won't tell everybody what it is, David.
It's an American Warning TV. You can YouTube it by well, just put it in the YouTube search, an American Warning TV, and we cover all kinds of different topics, from political to world events to history to really just about anything, and of course topics as they come up from discussions within the channel. So anything and everything, really.
David, he spends a lot of time researching and reading and researching and reading, to make sure that he gives the most accurate information available. And I tell you what, if you are interested on what's going on in the world, he is by far the most knowledgeable individual that I know when it comes to that kind of stuff. And he is always more than happy to answer any questions anybody has, and discuss different events. Or if you don't necessarily think that his view is necessarily right, he is 100% open to discussions.
Absolutely. That's the whole key. With anything, survival and stuff like that, we don't get better unless we talk about it and try to develop ideas. That's how we get better. So.
Outstanding. All right, well, David, I'm going to let you get back to work here, let you finish up your shelter.
All right.
And here in a little bit, you showed me a trick earlier that I kind of like for you to share with everybody else in regards to carrying different, you know, sleep bags and you know, camp pads, all kinds of good stuff. And I tell you what, this was very a very cool trick. I really liked this, and I can't wait to try it for myself. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll get back with you in a little bit, and David will show you this. All right, so David has finished his shelter, and now gonna saw this grass off at the base, and we're gonna carry it back and line the shelter floor with it. Gonna try to use this buck saw that Travis made.
You want me to stop?
No, you're good.
These should be good insulation with these hollow tubes.
Oh, I think it'd be real good insulation.
Your leg over there?
You know, we probably should have tied a rope around that thing before we went cutting it.
Hey, guess what?
You just, ah. Ah.
I was thinking once we get a pile, we could bundle it up with the rope.
If you tie it around it though, prior to cutting it, then you cut all. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Look how nice that looks.
Yeah, you know, look how thick that is. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great.
Oh, that's perfect.
Being full length like that, that's kind of nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be able to line it. You sure you don't want to put a little bit more down, or are you good?
No, that'll be good. By the time I settle down, it'll separate out. That'll be perfect. Perfection.
How many inches do you think that's up off the ground?
4.
Okay. All right, cool.
Not too shabby.
Justin,
What?
I got something for you, buddy.
What do you got?
Grubalicious.
Oh, you got me a grub worm?
This ain't a small one either.
Let me see it. You're such a sweetheart.
Yes, its head is right past it.
Oh yeah, now that's a good tasting one right there. You want it?
I don't think so. Actually, they weren't bad. I'd like to cut the heads off next time I eat them.
Oh yeah, look at that bad boy right there.
Aren't you proud of me?
I am proud of you. Here you go. Bottoms up, baby. Oh.
You can hear the...
Oh my God, it's so good. They taste like butter. I don't know what you guys' problem is. Find me more.
I'm working on it.
All right, so I told everybody that David was going to show us a trick, and this is actually really cool. I really love this idea. You know how everybody loves to attach their backpacks, or excuse me, their sleeping bags and their tarps and all that good stuff to their backpacks, you know, and let me show you, or let David tell you what he's done here.
All right, well, on this particular rock, this is the Alice pack, and of course it comes with these nice little metal hooks, or rings I should say, and you know, just using a basic clip, you know, you can put tarps or blankets or whatever, but what I've done here is I've used a dog collar. And these are just basic little dog collars. You can pick them up for a couple bucks at a hardware store, or at Walmart, or whatever. And they already come with the little rings, so it sets it up perfect for a nice round clip, or a holder, if you will. So then you can just take it and, you know, around the neck of the blanket or the tarp or what have you, just like anything else, and it attaches perfectly to the frame. So the rings are what's important here, and once again, it's cheap and it's multi-purpose, and a lot of good comes out of that, and you can pretty much use that however you need it to, as far as backpacks or bags or what have you.
You know, and the fact is let's just say that you want to build something like this for yourself. You know, you go to like a Hobby Lobby store and plus a hardware store to get the D-rings, you're not going to be able to make it that cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and that's the beauty of it. I mean, these are really cost effective. They work really well, and obviously these are for a larger dog, so of course, you know, they're going to hold up to the whatever kind of treatment you can really give it, I guess. I don't know. And then of course you can use these in multiple different ways. I've used these for all kinds of different purposes once you actually get into camp. So I don't know, I highly recommend them. It's a cheap, very effective tool, and who would have thought dog collars?
You know, and the other cool thing is the fact that you know, the carabiner. I mean, you can leave the dog collar hooked onto your bedroll or whatever it is that you may want to do, and just disconnect it at the carabiner. And I think that's pretty cool. Plus the fact that the carabiners can be used, you know, with so many different applications in the process. I really like this idea, man. I honestly cannot wait to go pick up some dog collars and do this for myself, because I really like to hang like my Gore-Tex or something on the bottom of my bag, or you know, a camp pad or something like that, and it's just perfect for that.
Yeah, I hang quite a bit off of my rucks. You can see, I mean, I've got 3 right there, constantly, and then of course off the frame itself I use some more of these, but I don't know, I'm kind of a fan of doing it that way, but I figured the dog collar was probably just the cheapest and probably the most durable way of going about attaching stuff to it. So
absolutely.
Hopefully it works for some of the watchers.
Absolutely. Well, David, I appreciate it, man, and hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the things that David has done today with the camp. You know, you saw his shelter, you saw what he's done with digging into the ground to kind of stop the rain from coming in later, and saw how he lined his floor to prevent conduction and all that good stuff. So I'll post up a link so you guys can find David's channel, and hope you guys enjoy it, and as always, have a good one.